Hello, this is Mrs. Ward, and this is just a real quick video going over the last two problems of the Chapter 9 review worksheet. So the directions on the quiz will say find the difference quotient of f of x, and I will actually give you the formula for the difference quotient on the quiz. I was not able to print it on here, so it'll say f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. So that's the formula that we're using. So in order to do x to the fourth, to do the difference quotient, I'm going to have to take x plus h to the fourth minus x to the fourth all over h. Just a reminder that this, raising this x plus h to the fourth, is finding f of x plus h, and then this is f of x right here. Everything else matches up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm supposed to use the Pythagorean triangle and the binomial theorem to expand this x plus h to the fourth. Since the coefficients are just 1, I really don't have to make the table. I can just go to that fourth row of, of the Pascal's triangle, and I can get my coefficients here because I'm raising it to the fourth power, so it should match. So I'm going to have x to the fourth plus 4. Remember, the exponents of the x will go down as the exponents of the h will go up. Plus 6 x squared h squared plus 4x h cubed, and then finally plus h to the fourth. So that, I'm going to get this out of my way. Hopefully I can do this quickly. And then I'm going to subtract f of x, which is this x to the fourth, and this is all over h. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine my like terms. The only like terms I will have in this case are the x to the fourth and the negative x to the fourth. They will simplify. I see that every other term has an h in here, so I'm going to show that I'm factoring out the h. Remember, we're not skipping steps because we don't want to lose points. So what's going to happen is the h's will go down by a power, so this will now be 0 power, first, second, and third, and that's what I have here, and this is all over h. Once I make this h a factor, I can simplify it, and my final answer for my difference quotient will be that 4x to the third plus 6x squared h, 4x h squared plus h to the third. This is a very important problem in calculus, so I want you to get comfortable with this. The whole point, the reason why it's in this section, is using that Pascal's triangle. So here the number 20 is basically the same idea. It's x to the fifth. So I'm still doing the f of x plus h minus f of x. I am going to take x plus h, raise that to the fifth power, minus x to the fifth, all over h. Just a reminder, this is the f of x plus h, and this f of x to the fifth is the f of x. Now when I go, I'm now doing the Pascal's triangle that starts with 5, I guess is the best way to say it. So 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. So this will be x to the fifth plus 5x to the fourth h plus 10x to the third h squared. Remember, double check is the 3 and the 2, and all these exponents should add up to that 5. So now I have 10x squared h to the third plus 5x h to the fourth plus h to the fifth minus my x to the fifth, and this is all over h. I'm going to combine my like terms, so this positive x to the fifth and this negative x to the fifth will simplify. Everything else has an h. So I'm going to factor out an h. It's 5x to the fourth plus 10x to the third h plus 10x squared h squared plus 5x to the third plus h to the fourth. And this is all over h. Now that that h is a factor, I can simplify. And this is my final difference quotient. All right, I hope this video helps, and I will see you next time in class.